Taurus, hello. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Joe, and for those of you that do, welcome back, welcome back. We're going to do mid-February through the end of February 2021. We're going to talk about your love relationship, or your romantic relationship, your love life, and just see what's happening. This is kind of a lot more casual than I normally do things, so we're just going to have a little bit of fun. Hopefully we're going to pull some good messages for you, Taurus, and see what's going on. All right, let's get at it, Taurus. Let's hope this reading is your story. Maybe not, maybe it's not. If it's not, it's okay. It's okay to let it go and walk away. You have the Chariot in reverse, Taurus, to start things out in your recent past. Let's see, what else do we have? You have the Seven of Pentacles upright. I normally don't read reversals when I do video readings, but you know, I'm changing things up for this series just to do something a little bit different. I tend to read intuitively and channel, and if I feel like I need to read it as reverse, I just intuitively do. So but I'm going to pull reversals. So your challenge is the Page of Swords, and the Seven of Cups is in the potential outcome here, Taurus. So I'm going to clarify cards here, and we're going to talk about what's going on in your relationship, Taurus. So you have the Chariot in reverse in your recent past. It's stuck on a circumstance, stuck on a situation, and the Seven of Pentacles is upright in your current circumstance. So you might have had a point in time in your relationship where things just weren't fluid. You know, like I said, I tend to read things intuitively when I do tarot readings, and I'm not the type of reader that just spits out traditional meanings of cards. Okay, so but anyway, with that said, your current circumstance, you know, you were kind of stuck on something in your relationship, or something in your relationship just wasn't moving. Something was kind of at a standstill, and I feel by looking at this with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like things weren't very fluid. They weren't things weren't there wasn't really an equal give and take, the way I see this. And I think that your person or you were unwilling to give toward a situation. This could be you're unwilling to give to the relationship, or they were unwilling to give. There was some kind of like dead stop where things weren't moving in your relationship. And it's like now the Page of Swords is your challenge, and I think that they maybe it's them or maybe it's you, but I think it's more you. I think there's a feeling of distrust here, and Taurus, I don't know, maybe your person is checking up on you, or maybe you're checking up on them. I don't know. That's kind of strange, but it's like there was something in your relationship didn't really get resolved, is the way I see it. So there was something that didn't really get resolved. I almost feel like it's kind of just being glossed over now. Like it's one of those things that's not being talked about. So whatever that is, whatever was going on, it's kind of like the problem's still there. And this Page of Swords, I feel like there's like this feeling of some sort of distrust, perhaps, in this, and in that distrust is the Seven of Cups and the potential outcome, where you might feel that you know, this is kind of losing. It's like the Seven of Cups being in reverse. It's like you didn't have a realistic outcome to this problem. You didn't have a realistic solution. And now with the Seven of Cups being in reverse, I think that you're kind of like you're kind of clearing your head here. So we're going to clarify this. It's kind of definitely a weird reading for me. I'm usually pretty on point when I read the cards, but you know, I feel like that there's more to this that needs to be made known. I mean, I've only pulled 4 cards anyway, so it's really hard to just tell from 4 cards, but definitely something not moving in the recent past of the Chariot in reverse. So what could that be, Taurus? Let's find out and see what's there, and then we'll talk about the Seven of Pentacles here, where there just wasn't an equal give and take, or maybe there's some dishonesty with respect to what somebody was doing. We'll see here. Taurus, the Chariot in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse. I think that you weren't speaking your mind. I think that you weren't being clear and direct with your person. And I think that you, like I said, it's almost like this is just kind of got buried. It's not really being dealt with, right? And the Queen of Swords is in reverse. You're not being clear with your person. You're not speaking your mind. I think maybe you have some distrust of them. The way I see this coming out now with the Queen of Swords in reverse, maybe there's distrust that you have of them. They're not being honest about something, and you kind of like just know it. And in that knowing with that Page of Swords, maybe you're checking up on them. Maybe you're keeping an eye on them and seeing what they're up to. Maybe you feel like they're not where they say they are. Maybe you feel like they're not doing what they say they're doing. Or maybe you just feel like they're not being honest in general about something. Maybe, let's see, Six of Cups upright with the Seven of Pentacles. So back, way back when, this relationship, it was different, right? And that's kind of what I see with the Six of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles is upright. So the Seven of Pentacles, like I said, I felt like there just wasn't this equal share of things in the relationship. There wasn't equal give and take, and the Six of Cups is upright. You know, I think that's like, you're looking back like, okay, this used to be good. This used to be a happy place, but you're not feeling that way anymore. And I think that you're, this kind of ties into the Seven of Cups where I said I felt like you're kind of getting out of the confusion of things and not seeing things clearly. And with the Seven of Cups is reversed, I think you're gaining clarity on this. And I think your reason why is you've looked back and said this used to be something good, and you're not feeling that anymore. You're not feeling like this relationship is what it used to be. And the Page of Swords with your challenge, I feel like you do definitely have some distrust of them. Maybe they have that of you. I don't know. It could go either way. You know, it's like, yeah, you just apply it to your situation how you will. But there's some feeling of distrust here, and somebody is maybe being a little sneaky. Somebody's a sneak, Taurus. Maybe you're a sneak, and maybe for good reason. Maybe they're a sneak, and you know, who knows? But let's see. Ace of Swords. So, and I think that Ace of Swords is here with that Page of Swords. I think there's some truth to that. And that's just like the first thing I thought when I saw this. It's like I just thought it, and it's almost like I heard the word truth come out. Like there's some truth to this Page of Swords where somebody's intuition is right. And so if there's something that you feel like they're not being honest about, this Ace of Swords to me is saying that like, there's truth in that. It's rooted in truth. Maybe it's not entirely what you think it is, but you know, I think that somebody is definitely being sneaky. I don't think it's you. But let's look at the Seven of Cups for the potential outcome here, because it's like, to me, the Seven of Cups, like I said, it's turned around the other way, and I think that like you've kind of like gotten out of that confusion. You know, your heart is in this. You're emotionally attached to it, and maybe your mind was wandering. Maybe you were thinking that things were going on that weren't happening. Maybe you were just so convinced that your person wouldn't do anything to harm you in any type of way, and you were just kind of like overlooking it, and now I think that you've been glossing over it, but I think you're coming to the realization there's some truth here that somebody is a sneak, and somebody's sneaking around, or someone's being sneaky. Somebody's not being truthful, Taurus. But let's clarify the Seven of Cups and see, you know. Let's have a look. So if we can get one card here. Oh, this popped out. Oh, we got two, so we're going to take those. You got the Five of Swords, and you have the Four of Cups in reverse. So, you know, this relationship is like at its point where it's like it's more of a take. It's more of a drain. It's taking more from you than you're gonna ever get back, is kind of how I feel. And maybe it's the same for both of you. Maybe the both of you have just kind of got to the point where there's too much resentment to overcome you know, that big hill. I mean, I don't think there's any such thing as too much resentment. I think all resentments can be overcome. It just depends, you know, the willingness of both parties to, you know, overcome that resentment. And that's kind of what I feel like this is about. I think this Five of Swords to me feels like resentment. This Five of Swords feels, you know, like it's you know, he's carrying all that with him. He's carrying all them swords. So to me, that's like resentment, and it's like something you're holding on to. And the Four of Cups being in the reverse definitely is. It's like your dream is kind of like falling away with this person. I think that this relationship is kind of like, it's in a dangerous spot where you know, it's going to take a lot to get over that resentment. But can you get over that resentment? Yes, I think you can. I think you and your person can get over that resentment if there's a willingness to work at it. So Taurus, you know, this is kind of a downer reading. I don't like doing downer readings, but it's just the way that I see this, the way that it comes out to me. Yeah, the never-ending story, Taurus. So this is what this is. This has been the never-ending story, and I think that unless there's some serious, you know, getting real, like you got to get real with your person, and they have to be willing to get real too. This is going to continue to be the never-ending story. It's going to be the thing that keeps taking from, you know, your from your well-being and your peace of mind. It's kind of like a peace stealer. It's stealing, robbing the peace and joy from your life. And I think that this Ace of Swords is like, you know, that there's truth to what you feel, what you think, maybe what you suspect here with the Page of Swords. And so if you've been a little bit sneaky and checking up on your person, and if they're sneaking around thinking they're hiding things from you, I think that you're absolutely right with the Ace of Swords. I think that there's definitely truth in that. And with the Seven of Cups, I don't think that you were, you know, sometimes it's like, oh, well, you're crazy, you're imagining things. And that's kind of what I meant to get to early on, but it's like the Seven of Cups, it's like overactive imagination here. It's like running away with your thoughts, and things kind of get like they're not rooted in reality. But I think that, you know, the Seven of Cups is in reverse, and I think that you're kind of realizing that there is truth to what you've been feeling and suspecting and thinking, Taurus. So that's your reading. I'm going to close it off here and say thank you for joining me. If this is your story, let me know. Just leave a comment or something, right? If it wasn't your story, that's great. Don't take it with you, right? Don't claim a reading that doesn't belong to you. Again, I'm sorry it was a downer, but you know, they can't all be sunshine and rainbows, right? Because that's not what life is. It's all sunshine and rainbows. So I'll talk to you again soon, Taurus. Thanks for watching.